G'day YouTube internet citizens, and a very special g'day to Ivy and Lucy, my two daughters. How's everyone today? Good. Ipswich Gamer here once again. We're going to be doing a world tour of my Feed the Beast server that me and my bro have been creating. I really want to get my nieces in on this, but they're very busy at the moment, so can't quite get them in. So yeah, but eventually they should be joining the server. And yeah, we'll have a lot of fun with them too. They can help us build up this world for their cousins. Alright, so let's start the tour, and I actually want to start off over here, up here, with this device here. So what this device here is an automatic alchemy station. So what it's doing is it's producing elementum, and when I want it to, it will also produce night ore. So basically what we have here is a couple of crucibles sitting above some night ore, which heats them up, and we have the automatic alchemic construct here. Now this gets fed in the top by the supply logistics pipe, and to make elementum you need charcoal, you also need some fire aspect, some potato aspect, and some potentia aspect. And as you can see, that's churning along quite nicely here, producing a lot of elementum. I mean, it produces an awful lot. You should see how much elementum I've got. And night ore, of course, requires glowstone, and it requires some fire aspect, some potentia aspect, and some lux aspect. I think that's lux, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Okay, so to feed those in, we have a couple of alchemic furnaces, which automatically get fed, now that I've got elementum, that gets fed elementum in the bottom, and it gets fed the appropriate resource in the back. So for lux, we just burn torches. For the fire and potentia, we can burn charcoal, and for the potato, we can just burn cobblestone. Now, as a byproduct of burning cobblestone, you get this saxum, and the saxum I'm just feeding off into a void jar back here. So that's full now, so any more saxum that gets pumped in there will get voided. Get destroyed, yep. And I'm just, yeah. So that's that. That's pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, so the elementum gets spat out the front here into this chest, and this chest gets sucked up by the logistics pipe, which has a extraction module in it. And you can see it floating off there once it produces. There goes one. Bye! Alright, so that's the automatic alchemy. Okay, next on the tour, let's take a cruise on over here. Whee! Alright. You saw this in the last episode. You saw that a couple of episodes ago. You saw this in a special presentation I did. This is the Lucy Netherstar farm. I've shown you this before. If you want to know more about this, just have a look back on my last video. Yeah, so you just push a button and you get another star. Great. Okay, so I needed a way to supply this with wither skulls, and I just decided to go with a tried and true design, which is the dire wolf beheadinator design. Yeah, this is a fairly stock standard dire wolf design. I've made a couple of modifications to it, mainly to improve the efficiency of it. So let's just have a quick look in here. I'll link to the dire wolf video in the description. But we have an auto spawner here. Spawning exact copy, yes, so you put skeletons in there, wither skeletons, and it'll spawn wither skeletons. They get sucked back here by the corporeal attractor, and get slain by the cleaver in the autonomous activator. And the items get sucked up by the vacuum hopper. This is entirely hooked up to the ME system, so there are no fluid ducts, there are no wires or anything. The only actual wire is right here. Magnet on. Nope, okay, I've got to set my magnet up. Just 1 second. Grab the magnet on I. There we go. Where'd that go? That gets... Oh, I've lost it. I've lost the cover! I'm going to have to replace that cover. Oh well, doesn't matter. Okay, so the only wire is this one here, which is an insulated gold cable supplying power to it, and that's actually hooked up to a ME peer-to-peer tunnel, which I'm going to tell you about in a little bit. Yep, so everything in this is hooked up to ME. pretty much. Okay, so let's have a look at how I've actually done that. Now, Dire Wolf would set this up slightly differently than I have, but you can't quite see it very well over there, but let's have a look at it over here. All we have is an ME fluid export bus here, which is exporting mob essence. Yep. So that exports the fluid from the ME system, which I have now stored, and puts it into the portable tank there. Now, this is a little bit buggy, this interface here, so I'm going to actually try and change this for Certus tanks, see if that works a little bit better. But yeah, essentially you've got exporting mob essence into the tank, which gets pumped up into the machine, which is right there. Redstone wise, we're just using red alloy wire. So you flick the switch, goes down into this red alloy. One on the other side here. Oh, I've done it again. I'll get it right. What? No. Okay, that's better. Okay, so the red alloy wire goes along here, and this is into an inverter, a NOT gate, because the auto spawner requires a redstone signal to disable, and the autonomous activator and the what's the other thing? The corporeal attractor require a redstone signal to activate it. So yeah, very simple little design, that one. Alright, now one of the things I needed recently was pink slimes, and I just happen to have a pink slime here. How did I get that? I'm glad you asked. I use this thing here. This is a slaughterhouse, or it's the startings of a slaughterhouse. What you do is you have an auto spawner here, you put a cow or a pig or something there, and you flick the switch, which is essentially the same setup as what's down there, except on the back what we have is we have a slaughterhouse, and the slaughterhouse produces two things when it kills a passive mob. It produces meat as a liquid, and it produces pink slime as a liquid. So all I did was I ran this until I got a bucket worth of pink slime, dumped the pink slime out on the ground, and it turned into an actual pink slime, and then I captured it in a safari net, and that's how I got my pink slime. And once I put that in the beheadinator, because this sword has looting 3 on it, I got an awful lot of pink slime balls. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think so anyway. Yeah, a lot of you guys are going, Alright, so what did I need those pink slime balls for? Well, I'm going to show you in just 1 second. I've just got to go and do a bit of travelling, so I shall return in 2 seconds. See you guys soon. Righty-ho, I'm back, and this is the reason why I needed those pink slimes. Remember this hole from way back on episode 2, I think it was? Yeah, that hole goes all the way down to bedrock. It was carved out by a mining well. And what I have here is I have my laser drill attached to it. Now this laser drill isn't actually doing anything because it's got no power. But you need to have these laser drill pre-charges, which require that you have pink slime balls. So yeah, you just make that machine over there, create a pink slime, put it in your beheadinator, create pink slime balls, and then you can craft as many of these as you like. Downside with these, they require an awful lot of power. You know, I've got a tesseract here, and all of my reactor power, I'm going to show you that in a little bit, but I created some reactors, and even that was only enough to like power one of these. So I'm going to have to create a really big reactor to actually power all 4 of these. So yeah, this generated a little bit of resources. It's not generating anything at the moment, but yeah, that's my laser drill. Alright, I'll be back soon. Righty-ho, I'm back, and we're back in the storage room. Let's have a look at some of the upgrades I've done down here. Now, previously this gold cable was connected to the steam turbine that I have out there directly. Now I have it connected via a peer-to-peer tunnel. Now these peer-to-peer tunnels are really cool. You can use them to transport fluids, you can use them to transport power as well. I'm not sure about items. I use something else for items, and I use something else now for fluids as well. So I just use these for power. So what I have is I have one of these which is hooked up to the steam turbine. and another one down here which is connected up to this line here. And all you do is, if I can, I'll just quickly go and grab it now. Where did I put it? I think I put it in this chest over here. Yep, there it is. So you grab this memory card here, and this is really easy to craft this thing. And you can see that it's currently set to ME peer-to-peer tunnel, EU tunnel. So it's energy unit tunnel for Industrial Craft 2. So to actually record the settings, you go to where your power's being generated. You hook it up with a peer-to-peer tunnel, and you connect it via a gold cable or whatever cable you like. Then you shift right-click with the memory card, which saves it to the memory card. You then set this thing up, and you connect it up with the gold cable. You don't shift right-click, you just right-click on the peer-to-peer tunnel, and it should connect your two energy sets up. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now another change I've made is I've started converting these over to storage buses. Okay, so if you have a barrel, you can actually hook it up to storage buses. You need 2 of them. This bottom one here is set to output mode. So this is where the cobblestone comes out, and if I can get under there somehow, I'm not sure if I can get around. Ah, here we go. And we've got another one on the back here, and that's set to insert mode or input mode. Okay, so I can actually put cobblestone directly into the barrel, and I can take cobblestone directly out of the barrel. Now it'll only do it 1 stack at a time. Bit of a unfortunate thing to do with storage buses and barrels, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I've gotten all the way up to wood. Now, if you oh, hang on, before I explain that, I've also got this ME condenser here, which is also connected to a storage bus, which has all the various things that I have connected up with storage buses. What this is doing is, this is creating singularities, and I've got 46 of them! So yeah, I got a lot of singularities. To make singularities, you need to put one of these storage clusters in here. They're quite expensive to make, but yeah, once you put those in, you can make a singularity. And as you can see, it requires 256,000 items, and you can see that's clocking up quite fast there. So yeah, I've got that hooked up to the storage bus, and I've also got it hooked up to the Logistics Chassis Mark V, which has all of our various voiding things in it. Now, if you do set up these storage buses and you have an existing logistics pipe network, make sure that you get rid of things out of the terminus module in there. Otherwise, it will see the terminus module as a higher priority than what you're storing. And we had an actual issue where I had wood still being voided out there, and yeah, we actually ran out of wood, which means we ran out of charcoal, which means we ran out of alimentum, which means dum da da dum. Now that I've got this running on alimentum, which means our steam boiler actually died. So we had no power whatsoever for quite a while, until I actually got that all sorted out. Luckily I could get it all sorted out quite quickly. Okay, so that's that. Let's have a quick look in here at the at the tanks. Yes, I have oil storage now. So we have this steel tank here, which you saw in the last episode, or a couple of episodes ago. It's now full of oil. So we've got an awful lot of oil. I'm converting that oil into fuel, and that fuel is being used in this room here, which I have another steam engine. And that steam engine is run on fuel. So, perfect! We've got 2 steam engines now. 2 steam ovens, which are creating charcoal profusely. And we have 2 steam turbines, which are producing power profusely. And if I go around the back here, you should be able to, might be able to see the peer-to-peer. Here it is. Yep, so there's the other peer-to-peer there. So power gets generated, fed into the peer-to-peer, which gets fed into the ME system. Alright, now, because we ran out of wood and everything, I had to set this thing up real quickly. This is a reactor. It's a very simple one. It's the smallest one you can actually build. So what we have here is some reactor casings, which you put around the edges and the corners. You need a reactor controller, you need an access port, you need a power tap, and the other things you need are the control rod, and you actually need a fuel rod, which is actually behind this reactor controller here. So if I right click on this, you can see it's not actually running at the moment. That's because it's got no fuel. It might be active. I should deactivate it. There we go. But if I put yellerium in there. Yellerium? Yeah, you know the stuff that's those yellow bar things. Oh, pardon me, burpee. Oh, that's better. Yeah, so you put yellerium in there, which gets processed, and you can create some RF. And it outputs the cyanide, I think they call it. Yeah, which can be processed into plutonium, I think they call it. Yeah, weird names. But yeah, so I made this reactor just for emergency power, so if needed you can stick some yellerium in there, activate the reactor, and you can get some emergency power out there. I made a much bigger one up there, which I'm going to show you right now. Yeah, so this is a much bigger one. You can actually make these massive. Okay, this one's a little bit automated. You still have to manually put your fuel in here, but the fuel actually gets exported out here into an impulse item duct and into the ender chest. So this one automatically ejects the fuel. Now this one's got 5 fuel rods, and it's got 5 control rods. And in the spaces that there aren't fuel rods, I've just put some liquid redstone, which makes this reactor a little bit more efficient. This isn't by far the most efficient reactor design you can come up with, but it doesn't do too bad. I think it creates about 5,000 RF per tick, which is not too shabby. Yeah, so that's my reactors. Now over here we have ore processing, which I have upgraded. I left some of this around just so that we can process cobalt, ardite, and dark iron, just in case we get some of those. So I left this set up here just so that we can process those ores. But all of our main processing now occurs here. What we have up here is a macerator, which macerates the whatever ore you're processing, gets fed into a ore wash plant, which will wash whatever ores you're processing and produce some byproducts. That gets fed into a thermal centrifuge. Ooh, that's gone over its max power. I must need another transformer upgrade. I'll look into that later. Oh no, max power 20. Yeah, that's right. It's just... oh, that's the same. It's got a transformer upgrade. There we go. It's just having a bit of trouble updating. Yeah, so the thermal centrifuge will also produce some byproducts. And then the last step is the induction furnace. Now the byproducts get fed off into these auto crafting tables, auto workbench, which, so these are the byproducts, tiny piles of silver dust, iron dust, etc, etc, and these auto crafting tables just put them into a 9x9 grid. I could also use a packager, but this is fine, it doesn't take power or anything, it doesn't, no dramas extracting it or anything like that. And yeah, so that produces the dust, and it gets fed back into the induction furnaces. Okay, so that's good for the industrial craft ores. There are some ores that are non-industrial craft, such as the yellerium, and that gets fed into this section here, which is the thermal expansion stuff. So we just got a pulverizer and a redstone furnace set up here. So yep, pulverized, redstone furnace, out. Simple. Okay, now some of the things that we get, such as say nether redstone dust, nether redstone ore, needs to be pulverized directly. So we just put that into a chest here, gets pulverized and sucked out directly. Yep. And then there are other ones that need to be macerated and furnace, they can't go through the centrifuge, and that's the ones we're doing here. Okay, so that's ore production. Now, bet you're wondering where I got all of that oil from. Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go into my mystcraft section. You can see that we went to the what do they call it? The Twilight Forest, and we fought the Urghast, and we kicked it into Kingdom Come, and yeah, I got the trophy for it, so yep. The reason we did that was we needed a couple of spawners. I'll quickly show you them now. They should still be sitting down in here unless my brother's moved them. Nope, he hasn't. Good. So we just got a mini ghast here and the tower golem, or the carborite golem, whatever they call it. Yeah. Yep. So we've got the ghast and the golem now. That's pretty cool. And I just used my wand of dislocation. I forget what it's called. I can actually show you it now. So if I go F. Yeah, dislocation. So I just used dislocation on that, and yeah, that was good enough to actually transport mob spawners. Anyway, back to mystcraft. Oh, another thing that I needed to show you guys quickly is we made ourselves, where are they? Some portal guns. Yay! So I've got a bacon gun. My brother's got a normal, average, everyday portal gun, and that's why we've got all these portals. This one leads up to the iron farm. Whee! Yeah, and straight back. Yeah, so yeah, we got some portals. Now, mystcraft. Let's have a look in my filing cabinet. You can see I've got an awful lot of pages. Good thing I've got them all organised. So we've got plenty of biomes now. Look at all the biomes we've got. We've got all sorts of different biomes. Modifiers, I've got a few modifiers now. So I've got caves, clear modifiers, dungeons, huge trees, lightning, spheres, blah 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 blah. So all those modifiers. Colours, got a few different colours. Blocks, now this is where it's really cool. So we've got a coal ore block, yeah, whoopee. Diamond ore block, yeah, for the win, for the win, for the win. Yep. Endstone block, yeah. Gold ore block for the win, yeah. Cool. So, yeah, we've got an awful lot of diamonds now because of this. I'm going to show you why in a minute. Yeah, so there's the blocks. You got a little bit of weather here, so I can set no weather now. Metrics is just where I store all of the lengths and the directions and whatnot, and small and large. Worlds, we've got a few worlds. Flat world, island world, skylands, standard world, and void world. We've got some celestials, so we've got boundless sky, dark moon, meteors, night sky, colour. That shouldn't be there, that should be under colours. Yeah, I'll do that later. Rising phase, sunset phase, and zenith phase. I don't have zero length yet, so I can't actually make a permanent day world just yet. Unknown, there's nothing in there because I know what everything is at the moment, which is good. Alright, so I have created a diamond and oil mine. Okay, so let's have a look in here. It says diamond test stage because I was testing it. But yeah. This is where we get our oil and our diamonds. And as you can see, I got some oil wells all over the place. Yeah, so let's have a quick look around here. Look at all the oil. And there is stacks of it. It's everywhere. And of course with the diamond block, I think I might have mined all of the ones directly close by here. Let's see if I can find a diamond block. There's got to be one around here somewhere. No, oh, that's still on fire. I thought I stopped all those fires. Oh well. There's got to be a diamond block around here somewhere. I'll have a quick look around and I'll be back soon. See you guys soon. There's one. That didn't take long. Yeah, so with the diamond block modifier, you get these big, tall things of diamonds, and they produce an awful lot of stuff, an awful lot of diamonds. So yeah, that's pretty neat. So we've now got a stack of diamonds. We've got a metric ton of diamonds. Yeah, so diamonds no worries, oil no worries. Pretty neat, huh? I think so. Alright, let's go back home. Now, I do have... Oh, it's taking me back here. Let's go back into the mystcraft room. Back we go into the mystcraft room. Now I do have this one here, which is a general mining world. I'm going to show you this in the next episode because there's something really, really awesome in there, which I want to show you. But it really requires that I do a separate episode on it. But yeah, I think that's about everything. Hopefully I've covered everything that we've done. But yeah, this is our world as we have it right now. So yeah, oh, one more little thing that I forgot to show you guys. These things. I found some rainbow trees, which I planted. I actually found an entire biome full of them. So yeah, I planted them. They're being harvested by the look of it. Yeah. Wow. Where did that go? My brother must have cut that down. Alright, whatever. Whatevs. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so we found some rainbow trees. I found a rainbow forest biome, and that's where I got these. These things are awesome. You cut one of these down, you get notch apples, golden apples, you get every single colour of dye under the sun, and you get them in large quantities. So yeah. Alright, ladies and gents, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And yeah, I shall see you in a special presentation for something that I have constructed. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone. Bye Ivy. Bye Lucy. See you guys soon. Bye.